Hello, world. I've got the fever. The transportation fever.
Russia, at the turn of the century. Tsar Nicholas II rules with an iron fist. Anyone who dares to be thrilled by far too dangerous ideas is summarily sent to the endless vastness of Siberia. But many are here of their own free will. Arriving from the overpopulated East, they hope for a better life. The longest railway in the world is going to make it possible.
Okay, it's done. Yep, looks like we're going to Russia. In Soviet Russia, we lose war. Ha 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 ha. There's probably a Russian out there who wants to get mad at that, but he's like, well, I mean, you're not wrong. But you're not right either. I think this is during... He said that this was during the Tsar rule over Russia. Product placement. The Tsar, pronounced with a Z, but spelled with a T. The Tsar. The Tsar. The Tsar.
People don't necessarily head for Siberia voluntarily. But once they're here, they soon learn to love the taiga intimately.
I don't think that this is Siberia, buddy.
Now, the longest railway in the world is supposed to be completed here.
Yeah, I suspect that this is not what the landscape of Siberia looks like.
You head a key ministry within the Tsarist Empire. That's why the Tsar has entrusted you with this prestigious project. First of all, feeder routes to the shores of Lake Baikal must be built, so that supplies of materials always remain insured.
Okay, so we have a river here. A large lake. Or maybe this is... yeah, it's a lake. And another river. We have, what is this? Iron, coal, steel. I'm so glad that this iron and coal mine are so conveniently located. Whatever would I do if they put it like over here and over here and said, alright, now make steel. Pick a spot to build. Why am I having to go to the steel mill? Can't I just afford to forcibly build a steel mill? I get some of the resources that are like coal and iron. I can't build a coal and iron mine anywhere I want. Okay. Ensure that the steel is collected and connected to here, and to here, and here. Oh. So I have to... alrighty then. Move my head a little bit. Well, obviously I'm going to do it by railway. And do I have Russian-built trains? That's my question. That's the only question on my mind. I'm going to put the end of the line way down here, out of the way. I want to design this a little bit more like a modern railway. I've been doing that every episode, but... well, I've been doing it more realistically, but I'm giving up on that. And going instead for modern functionalities. So... configure... track... form. Really? It's not going to just forcibly shape the land to my whim? It'll do that with every other building, but not a building add-on? Really? And basically, what I'm going to do now is sidings, this little siding trick, are not just used when two moving trains want to pass each other. They're used at the end of every single main line. Like, giant loop-around tracks are very uncommon, or even tracks that start out like a big squiggle across the landscape and then end with a little loop are just as uncommon. They were a little bit more common during the Steam days because you never wanted to spend the money to turn around the engine. That's why they built turntables. But most lines end with this weird configuration right here. Station, if not a double station, then it goes to this long siding, engine shed, and then back again. And that's so that if they have to clear the station, because sometimes you can't perform this at the station. Most places will let you perform this maneuver at the station, but I know for a fact there are countries that forbid it specifically. And I think that's from safety regulations. But you pull into the siding, disconnect the train of cars, pull forward into a shed or wherever this is, or just down the line, back all the way to the other side, and then reconnect to the train. And that's why you actually see two locomotives facing butt to butt. It's so that their cab side can be facing one side and the other, and they can head the train from either side when they want to turn around. Alright, so now that I've built that iron, I also want to pick up the coal. But I kind of don't want a dedicated coal train and a dedicated iron train. I kind of want the iron train to also pick up coal on its way, since it's already so close. One would even call it conveniently close. Alright, let's configure you. And boy, you got edged into the earth. What is with this game? Can't you just build things on the hills where they are? But let's go ahead and get some track. There we go. Jeez, that's such an aggressive notch into the landscape. Oh, I can notch the landscape, I can't build up the landscape. Alright. I see how it is. I wonder if I should bother trying to make double track all the way through here. Nah, I won't. Two trains can run on the same track without much issue. Especially with this number of stations. And the stations are also themselves acting as switches in my little system here. I can't custom... I can't minutely adjust this, so no matter what, it's crooked. Oh, that is a severe slope. That is a very severe slope. We're not doing that severe of a slope. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to connect it. And now I'm going to go ahead and grab my land tool. We are just going to smooth this out. I don't care what the price is. Smooth all this out a little bit. Oh, that's much better. That's so much better. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Smooth. You really don't want these aggressive, you don't want aggressive slopes unless it's manufactured soil. And, and basically what manufactured soil is why is this telling me I can't do this? Yeah. Alright, I have that. What is going to be the best way to get steel production is collected and connected to I can't. Wait, it's Russian. So if in Russian the T makes a Z sound, that means I have no hope of reading that. That's what that means. Alright. My camera is awfully high up. There we go. Now you can see my ugly face. Oh, there's a rail line that's already here. Well, I'm gonna try my best to make use of it then. You can actually use these big triangle 3-point thingies. There's an official name for these, but I can't remember what it is. It's 3 switches that are all converged into this shape. You can use these to make a turn around of most engines. I don't think there's any current running railways that make a big use of that design. But I know you could make use of that design. Alrighty then, there we go. What do I want for delivering? I want a big expensive ship that holds I'll go for the big expensive one. What? Unable to find a path. Harbor. Harbor. Did I just accidentally select a people ship? Is that what I just did? I'd believe it if I did. No, that's a cargo ship. Cargo, cargo. Here is a dock. There is a dock. So it shouldn't have a problem. Well, now it's saying there is no problem. Okay, well, whatever. Let's go ahead and buy my 2 ironwork trains. Ooh. Russian Class F? Farley. Yeah, that's a Farley engine. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, it's train nerd time. Which, you're watching me, so you already knew it was train nerd time. Oh, yeah. So, train nerd time. Oh, good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? I'm gonna put 10. 10 is a good number. Buy. And then we'll clone that. Very expensive. But worth it. And now, I think I noticed on the last video, I didn't say anything about it because I didn't want to sidetrack. It was already getting kind of long. Oh, I gotta make this cross the river. Okay. River. I'll just make that river. New line. So, before I nerd out about the engine I just bought, I think I can tell it to only load up 50% of this and 50% of that and take it over here. I don't know if that's actually how I can make that work, but in my mind it is. Or you know what? Oop. I didn't mean to do that. What might work better is if I tell it to stop here, then here, then here, then here again, then here again. Except this time on track 2. So it goes track 1, stop here, then on 3 it goes track 2, then back there, on track. I did put a second track down, didn't I? I want to get these engines so that they're dancing, you know, going back and forth and never in each other's way or waiting on each other in a station. Okay, alright, I figured it out. I think I figured it out. Add station. Copper, track 1. Or, not copper. Iron, track 1. That looks like copper. I know that's what rusty old rock looks like, but it looks like copper. So, iron, track 1. Mill, track 1. coal, track 1, and back to the mill on track 2. Then back to iron on track 2. And back to the mill. Okay. Iron track 1, mill track 1, coal track 1. Iron, deliver. Coal, deliver. Iron 2, deliver. Coal 2, deliver. So it's I figured it out, and then watch, it probably won't work. But that should prevent me from having to figure it out any further, and should equally distribute amongst both platforms and both engines. They'll be doing a little dance to make the iron. Alright, now back to my train nerding. So, what was I going to say? Anyway, yeah, these engines, where is it? It was the Class F Farley engines. These Farley engines are actually what predate modern rail engines all over the world. And they look kind of wonky, this Siamese design. But that is how all engines nowadays, electric, diesel, all of them are made. They're made with 2 sets of drive wheels that are attached to bogies that are pivoting bogies that can move, with the engine straddling the 2. That's how all engines nowadays are made. Because the steam engines, although they were very efficient, they weren't perfect. Farley didn't like that they had to drag around their tenders, and he didn't like that they couldn't reverse easily because they were so geared to going forwards. He's like, why does it have to carry its own fuel on a wagon, and why doesn't it have a good reverse system like a tank engine does? And when tank engines were built, he saw the possibility of, well, let's make a big tank engine, and that's what the Farley engine basically is. It's a giant tank engine. What do I want for the train that takes everything around? I kind of don't want it to be another Farley engine, just so I can identify it right by looking at it. Before I give that a line, let's rename the line Steel Dancers. It's the twin Farley engines that do the dance of steel. And now we'll take up the steel, go around to here, and go over to here. Doesn't use that other rail. I'm gonna just let it go. I'm just gonna let it go and let them do their weird little pivoting thing on the platform. It's like all engines go all over again. This already has a station. You do not have a station, and you're very small. You do have a station. Do I have to connect you? No, I don't have to connect you, but I should, and I will. Ooh. You know what? It's Soviet Russia, and people don't have property rights. Well, actually, no, it's not Soviet Russia. It's Tsar-controlled Russia. And people don't have property rights. So let's go ahead and just ram this in here. There's going to be a guy in the comments. He's going to be from Russia and speak English. And he's going to be like, "You are very mean to our country. You're very mean to our country. It's a beautiful country. You should come see it. But you are very mean to our country." I actually don't know how much liberty the Russian people had under the Tsar's control. I know they weren't a fan of the bourgeoisies, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. Don't want tunnels. Tunnels are expensive. Well, right after saying something's expensive, let's go ahead and smooth things out. Okay with a little bit of slope, but not a hard angle. I suspect you know what I'm saying about that with a hard angle. Really hard angles in landscaping are typically avoided because that's where Earth tends to shear off and cause problems. Especially when you're talking things like building railways. Alright. Oh, I have to have a secondary train depot or build a really expensive bridge. I'll build the secondary train depot. Man, this episode is nothing but setup. Oh, I think I just jinxed myself by saying that. Now the episode's either going to take 6 hours to record, or it'll say, "Congratulations, you did it. You successfully connected." And I'm like, oh, I probably should have played the episode. Or I probably should have hit play while I was doing all this setup. Alright, what do I want? I'm going to use only green engines on this side of the rail line, so let's get this guy. And what are you transporting again? Steel? Here, let me look at this real quick. This is the east side of the river, I think. I don't have a compass, but I'm going to assume that this is the east side of the lake. This is the west side. So I'm gonna make this steel. Make this the west way steel, and then I'll make a new route, my new engine that goes from here. Should I stop it here? Does it matter if I deliver steel here? I don't actually know. Here and here. And this will be the east steel. Or the east way steel. The west way and the east way. Wait, I got that backwards. Never eat soggy waffles. Never eat soggy waffles. Never eat soggy waffles. Yeah, the blue one's on the west side. What am I doing? What am I doing? All right. So now does it work finally? Did I do it? Is that what a successful rail route looks like, delivering steel everywhere? Let's see. I only have to make the first steel delivery to each location. Yeah, it looks like I've done it. I just need to actually deliver some product. And nothing helps that along like a bunch of signals. It is the key to every good railway. I don't need a signal here, actually. I'll just make a second place they can wait. Though I don't think they'll actually use it.
The golden clasp for the Russian belt of steel isn't called that for nothing. One day it will encircle Lake Baikal like a piece of jewelry. The construction calls for extraordinary skill, and the whole thing costs a huge pile of money. Get started on creating the first stage of the line, which will go down in history as a masterpiece in the art of engineering. Good planning is essential. The surveying work shows that two possible routes suggest themselves for the line. You have the final say.
What? Oh, crap. I wasn't listening, and now he's asking about things. What am I doing? Oh. Route. A longer construction time, but with lower material costs. Route with a shorter construction time, but with higher material costs. Oh. So, what are they talking about? Do they mean like a bridge? Or, I don't think I can do anything inside here, can I? No, I can't do anything inside of here yet. Well, I've already spent a lot of money. So let's go for... But I am recording this, and I don't want to edit everything, so... Let's go with shorter construction time?
Well, that's the way it should be. All that has to be done now is to have everything brought to the construction site.
That's a lot of coal. Okay, I'm delivering steel, but how do I get the boats running? Like, it's supposed to go, right? Or is it because that red line is in the way, or? Oh, it did go around because that way wasn't blocked. That's cool.
Excellent. The first leg has been completed. Tsar Nicholas is extremely pleased. But the terrain is treacherous. A muddy quagmire in the summer, frozen solid in winter. Thanks to stable steel structures, the tracks are luckily going to stay right where they are. Nothing happens without materials. Now make sure that they are ready and waiting by the time the next leg is to be completed.
Okay, I'm gonna have to add stone wagons to you. Kind of figured that'd be the case anyway. And I almost want to add a
A group of
third.
hunting tourists from Europe is eager to shoot a bear. As luck would have it, construction work has driven off most of the bears. But as for the women, they are relatives of the Tsarina herself, so a bear is an absolute must. The circus currently performing in Irkutsk has a tired old circus bear. Maybe things could work out in the end.
What is with this game? It's so dark. There's a creature running about, killing the children. We sank in a lake where it'll shrink to the size of a small child. Oh, man's been eaten by cannibals. Happens third time this month. Oh, look at that. Something else has gone horribly wrong. And why won't you let me send this ship? It's between two docks. Oh, fine then, I'll sell the ship. And I'll buy a worse ship. Oh, so I can do that. I guess the other ship was too big or something? I don't know. I'm gonna clone you, though. There's 3 of them. One to always be at port and one to be moving. At least until the railway is done, and then I'm selling you.
The circus wants to move on as early as tomorrow. But if a big enough audience can be organized, it might stay for an extra performance.
Oh, bring people to the circus. Ordinarily, I would insist upon doing this with rail, but as I actually do kind of want to build up this town a little bit. I don't know that it'll help me. Let's go ahead and do a good old roadway. That means bulldozing a... No, I can't bulldoze that. Ah, why are you people so connected to your land in front of your house? Yeah, it's too low. There we go. What did I just get? Oh, I have better rolling stock now. That's cool. I like that. I love how I have time to build all of these complex buildings and pieces of serious infrastructure. All of this is just to get a hold of a bear to shoot it, mind you. But more interestingly is, not only is this just to get a hold of a bear that I can shoot, but it's just to impress like one person who's going to visit for a day. That's not a jab on Soviet Russia. That's just or this would be Tsar-controlled Russia. That's not a jab on Russia. That's just me stating the facts of what the game is. It's like, build this huge empire just to impress one person for a day who might not even notice. Okay, let me first see what I got people-wise. Okay, no, I don't need electric lines. And roadway. Let's get the magic tool. Tram track. Here, here. Yeah, beautiful. It looks like one of the letters of their alphabet. I'm not certain which one. Yeah. I feel like I should also do this town, but it didn't tell me to do that, so. Whatever, I'm doing it anyway. Yeah. Alright, now buildings. Where's my people stations? There we go. And I'm just gonna put these down as Tram East.
The ringmaster is willing to hand over the tired bear to you for a supply of logs. He can use them to replace the rotten poles for the big top. The geopolitical situation is coming to a head. Trouble is brewing on the eastern borders of the Empire. Time is short. See to it that the route is completed in good time so that the necessary logistics infrastructure is ready if worst comes to worst. The Tsar cannot be disappointed under any circumstances. In other words, get going. Hurry up. Get everything that's needed here quickly so that the railroad is completed on time.
Alright, those are all tram lines, okay. Buddy, things are moving at the rate that they are moving. Let me put it to you that way.
Material is constantly disappearing from the construction sites. And just what might be the cause? There are rumors that a mysterious creature is prowling around the taiga. A well-known shaman supposedly knows what to do.
More creatures. I'm certain at some point I'm gonna have to feed this creature to a group of hungry school children or something. Something dark and horrible. Right out of a Brothers Grimm fairy tale or something. There. Still transporting steel, but now they're transporting more of this rock. Are you guys even doing anything, or...? Okay, and he needed wood, that's right. Boy, he just needs everything, don't he? What? I just clicked on a button and it... I am just now learning. I can raise and lower the buildings to a significant degree. I was just accepting that it was something I couldn't control. This whole time I could have been altering the landscape in ways that suited me. Whatever. Frustrations aside, let's get the road depot. What is happening here? Don't want to interrupt those. Right? But gotta get the road depot even further out of the way? I'll just whack it over here, Just throw it down right over here. Oh, there is something that holds people. Let's pay this man his logs, and then we'll sell off the equipment. I'm glad my streetcars are making money. How is this thing not making money? You're producing steel. Who currently needs steel? Oh. I guess I'll just add that as a station. And I need to manage the train and take off 2 steel cars. Or no, what I need to do is I need to modernize the entire engine. There we go. Oh wait, those are the ones I just took off, darn it. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Modern rolling stock. Holds more. I assume it holds more per load. I didn't actually check that. Let me verify this. That's 12. That's 7. Yeah. The newer stuff holds more. Okay. You guys even delivering anything anymore? Explosives, but do I need explosives? Not yet. Okay. My earnings are very far in the negative, but since it calculates construction cost, I can't tell if that's because I just overhauled the road system or not. However, overhauling the road system did make me money, so I kind of want to do it again.
The hunters have departed empty-handed. The bear disappeared. Word has it that it frightened a postman and stole his bicycle. Then the bear rode off with its tongue sticking out.
All of that just to unleash bears that are capable of operating vehicles into the world. He shall teach his children how to steal bicycles and ride them around. Actually, that's some real stuff right there. I think officially it's not a concern. It's like not even on the radar, but unofficially, our submarines are concerned about whales and dolphins. And the concern with whales is when whalers were hunting down whales for their blubber, and a very barbaric thing to do, I know, to hunt an animal for its uses. But, you know, back when that was the most effective way of getting oil, we hunted them down for their blubber, and we were doing it in such large numbers and so effective, and we had no concept of preservation, that the whales should have gone extinct completely. That should have been the end of whales on Earth. But it wasn't. And we couldn't figure out why for the longest time. Like, how did they somehow survive? Well, it's because they communicated to each other, hey, there's these human things, or they might not even have understood what species we were or why we were doing it or anything like that, but all they did understand was that we had these ships, and these ships ran on wind power. And that was well understood, is that these things with pointy sticks are sailing around in these ships, and the ships go with the wind, and they hunt you down. So the whales actually communicated to each other strategies on how to survive against the ships. And if you don't believe me on that, you should look it up. It's really neat to be like, yeah, they just figured out how to survive against sailing ships and communicated it to their offspring, to their children. They taught each other how to survive. But the concern about the reason our Navy Tram W1, the reason our Navy is unofficially, or maybe they're not actually, and that's just a rumor I'm spreading around, the reason they're concerned is that the whales also communicated which ships to be afraid of and which ones not to be afraid of. And they communicate to each other all the time what's going on. And when the big switch from wind power to steam power happened, and they could hear that these ships are making noises, and they knew that they weren't sailing by the wind because they could see that the ships were approaching them and stuff, and they were still being hunted even against the wind. They communicated that these sounds, these engines, are allowing the ships, they don't need the wind. And to them, these ships are just another species of animal that's attacking them. They don't care that it's a boat. They don't care that, you know, we're humans or whatever. All they care about is not dying. So they communicate that. And they communicate that through song.
The railroad project that has just been completed has safeguarded Russia's influence in Eastern Asia. Ensure that the supplies of materiel for waging war get to the Eastern Front.
Now, how do I do that one? That one should be by bomb delivery. gonna add an explosive wagon. Okay, before I continue ranting about whale stuff that'll probably be proven wrong, I'm gonna rant about this. These are explosive wagons, and during a time in which there is no war, explosive wagons are required to be separated, I think, 2 car lengths away from the engine and 2 wagon lengths or car lengths or whatever you want to call them, rolling stock lengths away from each other in a train. That is to prevent accidental detonation. And that is, that's actually a real thing. So you can blow up with these things. Modify. Well, so back to the whales, the main concern we have, I guess, about whales, apparently, is that they're giving away the locations of our submarines, is because they can communicate that these ships go underwater. Now, whether or not they're saying any more of our, like, United States secrets, I don't know, but they are capable of communicating, in a very primitive way, this ship go underwater. And we can hear that communication because we use listening devices all throughout submarines. It's like the major thing we use for listening to what engines sound like and stuff. That's like our whole dealie. The ducks. I don't know what a ducks is. I suspect, though, that it's gas-powered, and therefore I just built all of this rail work for nothing. Also, don't actually have stops for these yet. Alrighty then. Oh, whoops, I messed that one up. And now I need one more set of, I think more than 3 actually, because we're going to be traveling a long way. I'll make it 9. I'll make it 6 of them. Just doing the math on it. I don't even have that many stations to go to, honestly. There we go. Clicked on the wrong one here. Never mind, I clicked on the right one. Yeah. No crazy Yuis. Crazy Yui. Yeah. Wait a minute. Stop here. Go here. Then go there? No. No, it should be if you stop here, then you stop here, then you stop here, then you stop back here to complete the loop. And then you go here, 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 here. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. I figured it out. Efficiency. Boy, I hope those towns start growing. Wouldn't it be awkward if they didn't? Alright, now you... I'm pretty certain all of my boats can be sold, can't they? Oh, no. I think it's on British Railway that there's no 4... You're not allowed to have 4 powder magazine cars on a single train. That'll have 4 or more. Might be wrong on that. Might be wrong on that. Okay, add station. What we're going to do is cancel all of these and just have you go from there to there. There we go. I think I can sell you, right? Yeah, I should be able to. I don't even think I need to produce steel anymore, to be honest. kind of just want to expand these little towny things a bit. Yeah. Alright, let's figure out what I'm supposed to be
The
doing.
Irkutsk Association of Sable Breeders asks for help. You're supposed to advertise the association's next meeting by announcing it loudly all over town. Take a walk through town and advertise for the worthy cause of sable breeding. What a disgrace! In reality, the Association of Sable Breeders turned out to be a group of subversive subjects who are conspiring to overthrow the Tsar. You must prevent the meetings at all costs.
Find the meeting points. How do I know where those are? Hmm. Make sure people get moved between these two towns. I don't know where I'm looking for these people at. I'm guessing it's not this awfully important looking building. I have no idea where I'm going. Okay. Find the meeting points of the conspiracy and demolish them. What is it making them visible with? Is this what I use? No, no, new, new, Which was the one that told me what everyone wanted? Which one's prices? Am I looking at the right one? I don't think I'm looking at the right one. I mean, I could just start randomly destroying things, but I don't feel like that's the answer. Ooh, those guys do not have good passing points. Build a passing point. Sighting right here. Signals are always the answer. Yes, always signals. I wonder. Oh, it's a prohibited area. Okay, that's why I can't just... I was going to say, I could just build a bridge. Alright, well, well, I don't think I'm going to do that side quest because I don't know how to do it.
The shaman can be found on a mountain in the southeast. The shaman has spoken.
Why is he
There's no
saying it
doubt
like that?
The
The
mysterious
Shah
monster
man.
of the taiga is responsible. The only way it can be appeased is with offerings of precious jewels. The gemstones are supposed to be found on the steepest slope to the southwest.
Okay. Another digging. They really like to have me dig at stuff, don't they?
What wonderful rare specimens. They radiate an extremely unusual energy.
Yeah, I'm not bothering to fix it. Forget about it. Just forget about it. It's costing too much money to try and fix.
The shaman was kind enough to hand over the gems to the taiga monster. He said it would be too dangerous for anyone else. Sure enough, the thing seems to be appeased. At any rate, no more material is vanishing into thin air.
I think we just got hustled by a guy who was stealing my stuff. How do I... Woo. That's not a good feeling. Going in the negatives. So let's see who's making money and who's not. There are a lot of things not making very much money. Why are you not making very much money? You have passengers. Well, there you made money. Oh, right there they made money. Okay, well, I won't worry about it then. They are making money. They're just not making much money. Let's see who else. This one's making money. This one's not making money. It's just because they're traveling too close to each other. Okay. Oh, these log guys. Why'd I exit out of that? I can go ahead and delete these log guys. Didn't realize I was still paying to deliver logs. That's a little bit of cost cutting. Transport munitions. Can't afford that. I almost want to add more wagons to it. Almost. Yeah, let's go ahead. Why be historically accurate when you could just not do that? I'd really like to prevent those meetings, but for the life of me, I don't know what to click on to make the houses visible. I feel like I'm just missing it, you know? These are all charty things.
Despite your active commitment, the war has sadly been lost. And there were times when the good Tsar was more popular too. But at least the Russian Empire is still left with the most impressive railroad line in the world.
Alrighty then. Weird thing about this game, I never know when I'm like gonna beat it. I never know when it's just over. It just kind of ends. I guess I don't care about those little buildings I could have deleted. It felt like I should have tried. But either way, that's the end of this level. Please like, subscribe, pull the bell, twist the chain. I don't know, row the boat, jump the river, whatever YouTube is demanding. It helps me out. If you're a minor, please ask your parents for permission before you view my videos or subscribe to my channel or whatever it is. If they say no, I don't want you watching that, no harm, no foul. If they say yes, then welcome. And other than that, I guess I'll see you in the next one. For now, I'll be saying bye-bye.